This is going to be Rolling Stone's list of 50 of the best debut albums of all time with slight alterations. Come in and have a look. Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you had a great morning this morning. It is Friday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. I've been meaning to do this one for a bit. Something came on my feed the other day, and it was Rolling Stone's best debut albums of all time. Rolling Stone is definitely not the Bible of music for sure. I don't understand some of their critics on here, and some of these artists listed very well could be great debuts, just not in the genre that I'm into. So I made some adjustments to this list. Now it says 100 best debut albums, but they only show 50, and that's all I'm going to talk about is 50. It took me a hell of a long time just to pull all these albums out. I'm not going to pull out another 50 albums. And again, being old school, I still haven't figured out how to show you guys scrolling through a web page, so I'm going to just show photos of these albums. So bear with me as I go through that. But this is a list that came out in 2022. It says from Beatles to Frank Ocean, from Patti Smith to Taylor Swift. Um, some of these on here I agree with. Some of these should be higher in the list. And anything that I've chosen to replace that doesn't necessarily mean this is where I think they should go as far as ranking. I just picked out albums to replace the ones that I don't feel I would love to listen to on this list. So let's get started. They've listed number 50, Don Omar, The Last Don. I have no idea. Apparently this is a Puerto Rican pop star. But I would sooner listen to Texas Flood by the great Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. I think this is a better choice for sure. At number 49, they have Gang of Four and Entertainment. Came out in 1979. I have no idea. How about Uriah Heep's Very Heavy, Very Humble? This is their debut album. This is the U.S. cover of Very Heavy, Very Humble in that British slang. So that's cool. And then at 48, I'm going to keep the Beastie Boys there. License to Ill, 1986 release. Even though I don't own any Beastie Boys, I respect them as an artist or a great band. So I'm going to keep those there at 48. At 47, this should be higher, but they have the Doors, and the Doors debut album, 1967 release. Again, should be way, way up on that list. Top 10 at least. But great album for sure. At number 46, they have Alicia Keys' Songs in a Minor, 2001 release. I would sooner listen to Boston's debut instead of Alicia Keys. Nothing against Alicia, just not my style of music. If you love Alicia, that's cool. But I would sooner listen to this one here for sure. At number 45, Portishead, Dummy. I don't have any Portishead. I've never heard of them, or never heard their music. I understand they're a great band, but I was going to replace that one with Chicago's Transit Authority, the debut album by Chicago. Fantastic, fantastic debut album. I'm going to keep Leonard Cohen at number 44. Songs of Leonard Cohen, 1967. Fantastic, brilliant artist, Canadian as well. B-52s at number 43. The B-52s 1979 release. This is cool splattered vinyl. Amazing debut album. At number 42, they've got De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising. I'm going to replace that with This Was by Jethro Tull from this amazing box set. I think it'd be a better listen for me. Bad Bunny at number 41, X100 Pre. I'd sooner listen to some Love and their debut for sure. At number 40, gotta love their debut album, Van Halen, 1978. I saw these guys on that tour in Toronto. poor David Lee can't sing now, but Olivia Rodrigo at Sour 2021. Terrible cover, Olivia. But how about some Moxie instead? I think it's a better listen for sure. I'm going to keep Television at number 38. Marquee Moon. I don't own Television, but I've heard this is a fantastic band. So I'm going to keep those there. At number 37, Run DMC 1984. I'm going to replace that with Gentle Giant's debut album. Much better listen for me, more suited to my style. At number 36, X-Ray Specs, Germ Free Adolescent, 1978 release. I'm going to spin ZZ Top's first album instead, for sure. At number 35, they got Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt, 1996. I'm going to listen to Blue Oyster Cult's debut album. And if you're wondering where these little CDs come from, they're from box sets. So it's going to be a better listen for me. I'll put you over here as well. Pavement sounds like a cool band. Slanted Enchanted. They're an independent rock band. But I'm going to put on Elvis Costello's debut album, My Aim is True, instead, at number 34. But Pavement sounds cool. D'Angelo, Brown Sugar, 1995. I'll put on Foghat's debut album. Great album. Love it. At number 32, Poor Taylor Swift, 2006. I'm going to spin Black Sabbath's debut album instead. Poor Taylor. I see a lot of Taylor Swift's albums in the buy and trade stores. Maybe the Swifties don't like her anymore. I don't know. At number 31, Nas, Illmatic. How about some Taste instead? Rory Gallagher's band. Amazing band, Taste. At number 30, again, this one should be way higher. The Cars debut album should be way higher because it's fantastic. At number 29, Kanye West, The College Dropout. How about some April Wine instead? Great Canadian band, April Wine. This is not the best cover. Beautiful purple vinyl. April Wine should have known better. Za Control. How about some ELO's debut album instead? I found this one last week. I'm so happy to find that one. Zeppelin's debut album, again, should be way higher in the list. This is number 27. What can you not say about this one? It's gotta love it. But it should be higher. Number 26, DMX's Dark and Hell is Hot, 1998. How about some On Time instead by Grand Funk Railroad, they were known as at the time. Fantastic debut album. Excuse me. Fiona, I've heard you're fantastic, Fiona Apple. I just never heard your music. So nothing against you, but I'm going to listen to Shades of Deep Purple instead. Way back to the beginning for Deep Purple, my favorite band. I had to add those into the list. Pretenders I'm going to keep at number 24. I searched high and low for this album. I'm sure I have it. I had it or have it somewhere. I just couldn't find it, but I'm going to keep these guys at number 24. The Sex Pistols. Here's the Sex Pistols at number 23. Again, this should be way higher, but it's a fantastic album. PJ Harvey's Dry. Terrible album cover, PJ. At number 22. I'm going to listen to some Traffic and their debut album instead. Beatles, Please Me. Again, this should be like number 1. But Please, they've got this at number 21 instead of number 1. Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy at number 20. I'm going to listen to some Black Crowes, Shake Your Money Maker instead. Much better listen to me, for sure. At number 19, Joy Division. Fantastic album. Should be in the top 10, but it's in top 20 at number 19. Amazing stuff by Joy Division. The Strokes, another fantastic album. Is This It? At number 18. Should be higher. At number 17, Steel Pulse, Handsworth Revolution. Don't know who these guys are, but I'm going to listen to some Bonham instead. Their debut album. Um, what is this called? The Disregard of Timekeeping. Fantastic stuff by Bonham. Madonna, I'm going to leave at number 16. I've got nothing against Madonna. I think she's a fantastic artist, and I know this was a super commercially successful album, so I'm going to leave her at number 16. Eric B. and Rankum, Paid in Full. Don't know who you are, but I'm going to listen to some Montrose instead. I think it's a much better listen. Just make sure my camera's still running. Okay, good, it's still running. Music from the Big Pink by the band at number 14. Probably just where it should be, I think. At number 13, Frank Ocean, Channel Orange. Don't know. I'm going to listen to some Arctic Monkeys instead. Terrible cover, by the way, but fantastic album. Number 12, Clips, Lord Willin, 2002 release. I don't know the Clips. I'm going to listen to some Robin Trower instead. Twice Removed from Yesterday. Amazing debut album. Amazing debut album. I'm going to leave REM Murmur there, 1983 release at number 11. I thought I had it, but I don't. I don't have that debut album. But I'm definitely going to change this one. Liz Phair, Exile in Guyville, 1993. I'm going to switch it to Dire Straits' debut album. I love this album. I just absolutely love this album. Sultans of Swing, of course, the big hit. The Clash, another fantastic album. Should be top 5, but they've got it at number 9. Guns N' Roses. Sorry, I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan. Yeah, it should be right where it is, I guess, at number 8, but I'm going to listen to the Talking Heads instead. Talking Heads 77. A much better listen to me. I know there's Guns N' Roses fans out there. Nothing against those guys. Guns N' Roses are just not my band. Not my band at all. Billie Eilish, When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? I know she's an amazing artist, but I've never heard anything from her, so I'm going to listen to Steppenwolf's debut album. I'll get a much better enjoyment out of this one. Jimi, Are You Experienced? Fantastic debut album by Jimi Hendrix. Again, this one should be right up there, top 1, 2, 3 for sure, but they got it at number 6. At number 5, I'm going to leave Patti Smith, Horses there. That album's hard to find. I can't find it anywhere. Maybe on Amazon. I haven't really looked on Amazon, but in the wild, I don't see it. But they have this at number 5. I'm going to leave that one there, as I said. Wu-Tang Clan, Into the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers. No, I'm going to listen to Krabby Appleton instead. Great, cool band. Cool band. I love these guys. They're so good. At number 3, I'm going to leave the Velvet Underground there. The Velvet Underground and Nico, 1967 release. The famous Andy Warhol cover. At number 2, Notorious Big, Ready to Die. I'm going to listen to some Utopia instead. Okay. And at number 1, they've got the Ramones, 1976 release. It should be in the top 5, but there's plenty that should be at number 1, like Jimmy and everything else. But I'll take it for sure. So there you have it, guys. There's my alternative list for Rolling Stone's top 50 albums or debut albums of all time. This is how I would see them and how I would play them. If you think any different, please let me know. And have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.